What's going on, Buff Nation? Welcome back to another video. So, the first domino has fallen. Yesterday, we dropped a video talking about the list and the visitors that are going to be there this weekend. The reason I brought the list up, the reason why I talked about it was the first list, the first visiting weekend back in December 8th, had a slew of offensive linemen, quarterbacks, linebackers, etc., and all but one have committed from that list, and that one is leaning towards Colorado. So it could be a complete sweep. So we talked about the list that's coming in this weekend, mainly focusing on the defensive lineman because that is a big point of emphasis. The trenches was a big point of emphasis for Colorado. Now, this commit is not a defensive lineman, but it is from the list. So first one to go, Preston Hodge, cornerback out of Liberty. This is going to be a big pickup. The cornerback play for Colorado had its ups and downs, especially with Travis Hunter, had a phenomenal year, but definitely could have used a lot more complementary help on both sides of the ball and on each side of the field. Obviously, Kermani McLean started to come around towards the end of the year, but going to be into a sophomore campaign. Still a lot of work to do for him, but now you're adding a big-time pickup here with Preston Hodge, who had 32 solo tackles last year, 1 forced fumble, 2 interceptions, and 8 pass defense. Comparing to Travis Hunter, who we all know did a phenomenal job for Colorado. Now, he also played both sides of the ball, so his numbers probably could have been a lot higher if he wasn't doing that. But the reason I'm comparing it is because that is, in my opinion, probably more likely the standard at Colorado is what Travis Hunter produced, who had 23 solo tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, and 5 pass defense. So we are getting Preston Hodge coming in from Liberty, 5'11", going into his junior year at 195, with a ton of production. And this is a huge jump from his freshman campaign where he had 12 total tackles, 9 solo tackles, 12 total, 3 pass defense, and 0 interceptions and 0 forced fumbles. Now, obviously, this past season, he had 48 total tackles, 32 solo, 16 assists, 8 pass defense. So a massive jump from year 1 to year 2, and who knows what he's going to be able to do now in year 3 with Colorado. So you got to think this year is going to be a big year of focus for him. How do I get to the next level, right? What can I do at Colorado to, possibly place myself as an NFL draft stock? Now, something we've been keeping an eye on is the On3 transfer portal ranking. We know that Colorado is in first for 247, but they have now slid back down to number 2 because Louisville landed a 5-star wide receiver from Alabama. I don't believe Colorado has added Preston Hodge yet. So they're fighting 1 and 2 right now. Again, according to On3, I know most people have 2 different things. It's not that big of a deal. It's just something that we're definitely keeping an eye on. But the most important thing is this is the first component of that list, a list that consists of a wide receiver from Tulane and Chris Brazel, I believe, defensive lineman Mike Lockhart, defensive lineman Chris McKellen, defensive lineman Chidozie Ngakwo, wide receiver Cordell Russell, TCU. He's been tweeting out as well. And then quarterback Walter Taylor, and then defensive lineman Quincy Wiggins, one I told you to watch from LSU. So again, first one, check. How will the rest of this list pan out? This is their first day there. Could we see ourselves another big weekend like we did last weekend where it was just one after the other? It was check, check, check. Remember, I think it was like Saturday or Sunday. It was like every few minutes we're dropping a video because somebody else has now announced they are committed to Colorado. I would make sure you have the bell turned on. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're not already. We're almost at 5,000 subs, which is absolutely incredible. Again, be sure to smash the like button as well. Let me know down in the comments, add the defensive lineman that I just went over. Who would you really like to pick up and add to this transfer portal class? A transfer portal class that's now sitting at 12. So I also have to think maybe there's got to be a few more guys that are going to be exiting out, just given the fact of how much room there's going to be for on scholarship. So definitely something else to keep an eye on because there's also a lot of members going on that some big-time recruits are going to be committing in the next few days or so, probably more into next week in that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday range. So now we're kind of getting into that 15, 20 players coming in. Like I said, you've only had 12 go out. That math doesn't add up. So expect more than likely some more guys to decommit, not necessarily decommit, but go into the transfer portal, and for good reason. You need the room. So don't panic if it does happen. I think Coach Prime has established that they are moving in the right direction and that everything is going to be okay. Just want to make sure that you were informed. So again, let me know in the comments what defensive lineman that you want to look forward to in the coming days. Big pickup here in Preston Hodge. We'll see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe. Peace.